Good morning. This is World Talks on TVP World. I'm Anna Kalczyńska. An important statement from U.S. President Donald Trump will be released later today, addressing a critical turning point in the Russian war against Ukraine. Senator Lindsey Graham has declared that Congress is on the brink of passing an unprecedented sanction package, emphasizing that the world should prepare for significant updates regarding seized Russian assets. Following fierce bombings in Kyiv, American support to repel the aggressor is not just anticipated, it's essential. Joining me is Mariia Ionova, Ukrainian MEP, European Solidarity. Good morning. And thank you for joining us this morning.
Good morning.
So how high are the hopes in Kyiv with Keith Kellogg in the Ukrainian capital, with Boris Pistorius, German Minister for Defense, in Washington, together with the Secretary General of NATO, Mark Rutte? Do you believe that a real shift is coming?
First of all, to return to your first point regarding the Trump's decision, as we see that Trump's approach to Putin's Russia is really transforming. And it seems that Trump has understood the real strategy of Putin, because his kind approach towards Russia is with the no Ukraine really was disregarded, if I can say, disregarded and absolutely ignored by Putin. And that is why, so it's really time to piece through strengths, as we are telling such strategy for many years, as resuming shipments of weapons to Ukraine, and also proposing new Trump's military assistance package to Ukraine, and also, as you already mentioned, adoption of the big and powerful bill on sanctions against Russia and its allies. So the most important thing is really to impose new sanctions by decision of President Trump. I think that it really brings a new positive drive to peace initiatives on President Trump's on Ukraine, because I think that first of all, we are sure and we see, because of lots of bombardments every night to different Ukrainian cities, and we see how many casualties we have. So Putin doesn't want peace. Putin still would like to eliminate Ukraine as a state and also as a nation. So, and Ukraine, we are committed ally of the US and also democratic Europe. Independent and sovereign Ukraine is a strategic, I think, asset to the geopolitical interest, not only of the USA, but also for EU, and also in political, in military, and economic dimensions. So now it seems that President Trump fully understands the role of Ukraine for the US interest in Europe. And
right, so,
I also would like to...
Yes, please continue.
Thank you. But that is why our first priority is weaponry, because we have to strengthen our Ukrainian armed forces, who are really exhausted, because we see how many attacks and how many human resources and new types technological weapon Russians have. And that is why the sanction policy should be directed not only to Russian Federation, but also to their partners in the war, and a lot of also spare parts from different allies of Russia Federation. But at the same time, we also see that we have to keep the democracy and reform developments in Ukraine also. So that is why we also asking our partners to control our road and to fulfill our implementing our criteria should be not like imitation. It should be in.
We are experiencing We are experiencing some problems, technical problems, as you might hear, but we're hoping to resume.
I'm here.
We are coming back. Madam, let me just jump in. As much as the announcement of a changing trajectory in policy towards Russia is expected, and it's a desirable outcome, what is exactly expected of today's announcement by Donald Trump? What will he say, and what is Kyiv hoping for? Is it armed deliveries, sanctions, tariffs? What specifically? Let us wait for the connection to be restored. Mariia Ionova is our guest today, Ukrainian MP from European Solidarity Movement in Ukraine. Let me just remind you that Donald Trump has said recently that he's not happy with the Russian President Vladimir Putin, saying Moscow's ongoing war in Ukraine is killing a lot of people on both sides, and has announced an important announcement today. Mariia Ionova, can you hear us?
Yes, sorry, probably my internet not good.
Exactly. So let me restart, let me rephrase the question. What is Kyiv expecting specifically from today's announcement by Donald Trump? Is it armed deliveries or perhaps tariff sanctions? What exactly?
Absolutely, it's a combination. It should be a combination, of course, of political signals. It's first priority for us. It's arms, weapon, and ammunition, and of course, strong sanction policy. We are very grateful to the Conference of Recovery in Rome, but first priority for us is really weaponry, because on the front line we have to give weapon to armed forces to defend our Eastern European borders. And that is why the priority is weapons and sanctions, and really very decisive also decisions from our political leaders, from not only from USA but also EU countries, as we know that everyone has in their stocks what we need now, and I think it's better to give it to Ukrainian army now than to wait when the enemy will be behind the door. That is why we kindly ask to help our Ukrainian armed forces to keep fighting and resilience, and that is why we need weapons and really strong sanction policy.
Despite Russia's growing losses in Ukraine, its offensive in the Donetsk region and Sumy still continues, and apparently Russia expanded its drone production and is now in a position to carry out this level of attacks. So do you believe that such a policy on the part of Moscow is sustainable, and for how long?
Believe us, for example, my nephew, he's on Donetsk region direction, and my brother-in-law, he's in Sumy. And unfortunately, I can say that Russia Federation has stopped or have some problems with human resources or with war electronic or warfare. So they have enough. Of course, when we are talking about weapon, it's also defense system, air defense system. As you see, they also hit Chernivtsi, which is on the border on Romania, Lviv, which is on the border with Poland. So they are bombarding all over our cities, and that is why we really need strong air defense system, and we need drones. We need more drones and different kinds of drones, and of course war electronic warfare, because the Russians are playing on different diapasons, and it's really very hard even to get to positions. And also all the motorcycle motorcycle attacks, unfortunately, in some direction they were successful because we just really didn't have enough technical staff to stop them. So we cannot fight with the human lives, and that is why this is also a test for the free world if we will go through this text for humanity, as we see how many human rights are violating on occupied territories. We see what do they do with our kidnapped children, and that is why yes, weapons, air defense, and sanctions.
Right.
As you also have mentioned,
I would like to ask you about the policy of Germany in that respect. Boris Pistorius, as I mentioned before, is in Washington today, but he mentioned before that Germany cannot provide any more Patriot systems to Ukraine, although such a possibility of acquiring them from the United States is currently being discussed. But Boris Pistorius ruled out sending offensive weapons like Tauruses, for that matter. So do you believe that this could possibly change?
First of all, when the USA and EU act in unity, it's not just about sanctions, it's also amounts to political isolation on the new level, one that is increasingly dangerous economically and strategically for those who ignore it. And that is why I'm now talking about some countries, EU countries. But also, of course, we really rely that the delivery of Patriots will be as soon as possible, as we also pay attention of our friends that we should change some procedures inside the rules and procedures of EU procurements, because this is an emergency time. This is the time of war in Europe, and it's not already, peace conditions. And that is why the decisions should be taken, and also all other logistic issues more operative, because for us, as you know, time is human lives. And that is why also when I'm talking about the unity between USA and the EU, of course, it's also weapons, as you have mentioned before, and also it's sanction. And also I think that EU countries, EU members should be more effective on some EU members who are, still playing the games also with and visiting Putin's aggressor. That is why I think it should be stopped. And I think that when you have mentioned at the very beginning the bill of sanctions, Lindsay and Hooray. So this move once again proves that really powerful EU sanctions are only feasible with the US support. And that is why this combination will be successful. And I hope, finally, it's very, very, very painful to Putin. And he has to stop.
Mariia Ionova, thank you so much for sharing your thoughts with us today ahead of the important announcement which is expected in Washington today. Thank you so much for watching World Talks on TVP World, and stay tuned for more.